Giant Oak 4 lengths from the lead, and the field turns for home. It is still Roll holding on. Have the Grace is full out, and those two in a battle as they enter the final furlong now. In behind them, flat out is third, and the filly is in front. It is Have the Grace, flat out with the final try coming down to the finish, and it will be Have the Grace.
All right, welcome back to another episode of A Case for Racing Immortality. A very, very, very overdue episode of A Racing Immortality.
And they're off in the Apple Blossom Handicap.
It has, my life has been insane, so that's why there's been a general lack of videos. Of course, I have
is right there, and Garrett Gomez takes a good hold of mismatch as they go for the turn.
In spite of the craziness that's going on, I did delay episode 6. Episode 7, I was able to get out. I'm catching up on videos. I have to record or upload episode 6 and 7 on YouTube, and then we've also got, I'm backed up. So today, Have Rated Grace, her episode will be posted. Tomorrow, Gio will be posted, and either Monday or Tuesday, Craig Brett will be posted, and that will allow me to be able to be done with A Case for Racing Immortality by April 6th, when I will announce my new series on this channel, and just run down of how the rest of the series is going to go after I do Have Rated Grace, Craig Brett, and Gio Conti. I'm going to do Mark Casse on the 30th in his own video, and then I'm going to combine trainers Christophe Clement and David Whiteley, because I basically have the same thing to say about them, so I'm just going to combine them into the same video for time's sake. So, now that all the housekeeping stuff is out of the way, let's talk about Have Rated Grace. A very, very good filly in her time, although she did run into her career here. She ran into Blind Luck, who we covered last time. And like I said, I think Blind Luck is a Hall of Famer, and I think Have Rated Grace is a Hall of Famer. I really don't think that there's a reason why you keep them out, because you're just gonna, if you're gonna put them in eventually, it doesn't matter when you put them in. If they deserve to go in, then just put them in. But anyway, Have Rated Grace, Horse of the Year in 2011. She got the better of Blind Luck most of 2011. Blind Luck got the best of her throughout most of 2010. But Have Rated Grace, her signature victory was a win in the Woodward Stakes, but she also won the Azeri Stakes and the Apple Blossom Handicap at Oaklawn Park. And she was 4th in the Breeders' Cup Classic in 2011. She never won a Breeders' Cup race, but like I said, I think she has a stronger case than Blind Luck, because she is a Horse of the Year. Granted, I will say that was in one of the weaker years in horse racing in maybe the past 50 years. I'm not trying to sound sexist here or anything, or take away from the accomplishments of great fillies, but when a filly wins Horse of the Year, it's usually because the male division is so much weaker than the female division is. The example that I always use for this is the comparison that I have between Lady's Secret and Personal Ensign. Lady's Secret was Horse of the Year 1986. She had a great season. Personal Ensign came along 2 years later, had a very similar season to Lady's Secret. Both of them finished their years off with a win in the Breeders' Cup Distaff. But the difference between Lady's Secret and Personal Ensign was Personal Ensign came in the year of Ali Sheba, and Ali Sheba overshadowed her because of his win in the Breeders' Cup Classic. And, you know, rightfully so, I think Ali Sheba was the better horse, and Ali Sheba deserved every part of his Horse of the Year. But Lady's Secret came along in the year of a couple of inconsistent horses, Turco Man and Precisionist, and neither of those horses won the Breeders' Cup Classic their year, and given the dominance that Lady's Secret had over everyone else, there was a reason why Lady's Secret won. And it wasn't just because she was so great, it was because there wasn't a male horse that was phenomenal to overshadow her. And that was kind of the case with Have Rated Grace. She came in a year of 2011. The 3-year-olds were ultra inconsistent. I don't think one of them won multiple stakes races throughout the rest of the year. So the 3-year-old division was shot.
And the older male division, Game On Dude lost the Breeders' Cup Classic. The winner of the Santa Anita Handicap, and I'm not sure, I think he won the Hollywood Gold Cup also, but definitely the winner of the Santa Anita Handicap, it did not help him losing the Breeders' Cup Classic. If he had won that Breeders' Cup Classic, no, excuse me, it wasn't the Santa Anita, or it was the Santa Anita Handicap and the Goodwood. Those were the two races that Game On Dude won. And a victory in the Breeders' Cup Classic probably would have given Game On Dude Horse of the Year. But because he didn't win, and Have Rated Grace had won a very nice Woodward Stakes against males, she got the nod over Game On Dude. So that's kind of how it works out in a year of not strong male horses. But like I said, I mean, Have Rated Grace, I'm still stuck on Lady Secret and Personal Ensign. Have Rated Grace didn't have the greatest 3-year-old season. She was always the bridesmaid to Blind Luck, although she did beat her in the Cotillion Handicap, so she did have that going for her. But she finished behind her in the Oaks, both the Kentucky and the Delaware Oaks, the Alabama Stakes. Like I said, she won the Cotillion, but she also lost the Breeders' Cup Ladies Classic in 2010. So Blind Luck, Have Rated Grace didn't really have the strongest 3-year-old season. Blind Luck was definitely better than her. And then, you know, she had a great 4-year-old season, although she did lose the Delaware Handicap to Blind Luck. I think that was the only race she lost. And, you know, she deserved to be Horse of the Year. I am glad that the voters didn't hold her Breeders' Cup Classic against her, because she didn't run a bad race in the Breeders' Cup Classic. The 4 mares that have run in the Breeders' Cup Classic, I believe Azeri was 7th. Zenyatta was finished 1st, and then 2nd, and then Have Rated Grace was 4th. So she didn't run a bad race. She just got run down by a couple other horses and couldn't catch Game On Dude. So like I said, Have Rated Grace, I think she's a Hall of Famer. She's a Horse of the Year. Most Horse of the Years are in the Hall of Fame. I really think the last Horse of the Year that isn't in the Hall of Fame is not eligible for the Hall of Fame is St. Liam. Let me clear that up. The last Horse of the Year that is not currently in the Hall of Fame that has been eligible is St. Liam. And St. Liam kind of had an underwhelming 2005 season. But that being said, I think St. Liam, there have been plenty of horses that they've been oversights as to why they're not in the Hall of Fame. St. Liam and Thunder Gulch are two that come to my mind. But I think Have Rated Grace should get in this year. Not sure that she will. I would vote her in, but I don't think she's going to get in this year. But like I said, she deserves to get in, and I see no reason keeping her out if she deserves to get in. So, thank you for tuning into this. I will be back tomorrow talking about Gio Ponte, one of the better grass horses that has come around within the past 10 years. And also, on either Monday or Sunday, I will be talking about Craig Perret. Remember to subscribe to this channel if you have not done so. Racing Rundown is a podcast on iTunes. You can also follow us on Instagram at Racing Rundown and on Twitter at Rundown Racing.
Is third, another 2 lengths back. It's about 5 lengths further back to Mismatch. Switch leads it, and now here comes Ava de Grasse, picking him up, laying him down on the outside. Ava de Grasse trying to run her way to a championship, and she's going to get it done in the Apple Blossom. Ava de Grasse, with the greatest win of her career, wins the Apple Blossom by 3/4 over Switch. Absent Minded was third. Mismatch finished 4th, and Belle Watling was 5th.